Hello, I'm Angelo. I'm getting my car oil changed. Well, I'm trying to tighten up this tripod. I've got a tiny little tripod my phone's on. It's easier to hold my phone. And just hanging out in my old neighborhood. I don't normally hang around this area. It's not really a lot for me. Do here, and it's too expensive. I already spent like $15 today. I'll get into that when people join. Hello, one person. Cool, 2 people. I'm hanging out here, my old neighborhood. So I used to make videos around here a lot. I've made videos with Moist Andy, but I never really said exactly where it was. Who the hell cares? It's not like it's that interesting a neighborhood. Mostly like upper class, neighborhood, and I was just barely getting by. I always felt like a little bit of a stranger, out of place. I'm waiting to get my oil changed. I'm here because, a series of events brought me here. Sorry, the camera's a little shaky. I'm trying to keep it steady. Hello, Thomas. Click the like button, everybody. Appreciate it. Helps YouTube put my videos at the top of recommendations. I got a nice shot behind me. There we go. There's a lot of traffic. It's kind of annoying if I walk down the side of the street. Let's see how this goes. But I thought I was going to go to a demonstration in DC today. I saw it on Twitter, and I was like, okay, I can do that. I'll get like 2 hours of sleep. That's all right. I'll just get through it, get up early, get on the metro, go to DC. What the fuck I say about all the noise around here? And go there. So I went to the gym where I was going to go to, but the gym was still flooded because we had like 24 hours of rain in Northern Virginia and around, I guess, a decent part of the East Coast. And so the gym was still flooded, so I wasn't going to be able to shower there. And I was like, well, I got to find somewhere I can shower and get to the metro, the metro stop, the metro line I need to be on. I don't want to have to transfer, take extra lines, and it's going to be a huge hassle. I'm going to end up spending all this time going to a different gym and then having to go somewhere else. Like, it's just going to be a nightmare. So I decided the best bet was to go to my mom's house. I called her at 3 in the morning, went over there, took a dump, been taking a lot of dumps, and showered there, and then just slept in my car outside her house on the street. It's kind of nice sleeping in a neighborhood for once instead of a big shopping center parking lot. And I was going to get up at like 6 o'clock, but I was so tired. I was like, man, forget it. I'm not even getting up. What I got to do is change jobs somehow. And I did apply to another job today, a video job. See how it goes. I'm very qualified for it. It's something they don't need like a lot of computer graphics skills, which by the way, a lot of these video editing jobs, they want you to have like $100,000 worth of between education, equipment, and experience. So I'm not going to do that. Have to get a $10,000 camera, spend months, if not years, learning all kinds of 3D computer effects. Holy crap, they got gas here for $2.05. Wow, that's amazing. Let me see if we got comments. Found you on After Prison Show, but haven't watched you for Lost. Hey, Glass Guy, 420. Cool. Thanks for joining me. Talking about, you can see the moon in the background there. I'm talking about why I'm in Arlington today, getting my oil changed, because I'm not usually in Arlington. If you don't know, if you haven't kept up with me, I'm homeless, been homeless for going on 7 weeks now, living in my car. So I showered at my mom's house last night because it was close to the metro line I wanted to get on to go into DC today for a demonstration. But I worked till 2:30 in the morning or so last night. I was like, man, I'm going to be so tired. And I ended up just sleeping till like noon or 11 or so outside her house. And then today I was like, well, what am I going to do? Closest gym I can go to that's any good. There are other gyms in the business I go to, the gym chain I go to, but they aren't as good, the locations. I'm like, the closest one is like 15 miles away. That's good, that I like. And it's like I'd go there, shower again probably, work out. It's going to take half the day just to get there and do all that, because I always work out at least like 45 minutes or an hour. I'm like, well, forget it today. Excuse me. So I'm getting my oil changed, and in my old neighborhood here in North Arlington, I went to Chill Zone, really nice cafe. The problem with Chill Zone, it is goddamn expensive, man. I paid $6 for 2 Vietnamese egg rolls like this, with beef and vegetables in them. $6. Another $5.50 or so for a tea, black tea with milk. And the black tea with milk, because I was getting so thirsty, and I can't bring myself to just pull out the bottle of water I had in my pocket and drink. I was like, no, you know, even though I'm poor, I'm like, I can't do that, because it's, you know, their business. I want to make sure, you know, I'm drinking only stuff I buy here. It's my ethics. I can't bring myself to do that. They're good business, really nice place, super damn expensive. So I spent over like $11 or $12, no, more like $13 or $14 there. By the way, this is where I filmed with Moist Andy before, the last series of videos I did with him. This whole neighborhood is like a few blocks from where I used to live in Arlington. Last home I lived in. And that was super expensive. Still waiting for my oil to get changed, tire rotation done. Then the tea had a bunch of caffeine in it. I don't know if there was like coffee mixed in there or what. It was giving me such a headache. I cannot handle caffeine. So I was like, oh man, and I've got an empty stomach. I had the 2 sticks of egg rolls, 2 Vietnamese egg rolls. And then, so I went to Safeway across the street, got a $4 tuna salad sandwich. So that made me feel better. At least I ate something, because before that, all I ate today was a few handfuls of Cheerios, or Crispy Oats as they're called, that I got from Aldi. So I'm spending a damn ass load of money today, all to get my oil changed, because that's kind of, you know, I want to make sure my car's in good shape. Hey K-Dubs, appreciate you joining. I'm in my old neighborhood of North Arlington, Virginia. There's Joe's Pizza. My dad used to bring me there on a somewhat regular basis when I was a teenager, and once in a while we'd go there in my 20s. They got a little buffet there. So I lived a few blocks from here. I filmed with Moist Andy around here. Like the last series of videos we did at night, that song he did was at that gas station right there. And the other videos crossing the street and stuff was down there at the Harrison Shopping Center. I'm getting my oil changed now. I'm in this neighborhood because I was going to my... it's a long story. I already just explained it, but some people... Did I ever go to Generous George's? No. I don't know what's Generous George's. Oh, did you mention that before? Was it I forget, what was it? Something you mentioned? An art place, art installation or something? I don't know what that is. Grippa, thanks for joining. Click the like button, everybody. It helps get this at the top of people's recommendations. Excuse me. And the whole reason I was sitting, by the way, in Chill Zone, instead of going to Starbucks across the street or something, I wanted to support a small business, and I wanted to charge my phone. I had to charge my phone. I didn't go to the gym today. That's fine. Skip it once in a while. I was like, well, I got to get something done today. I don't want to drive 15 miles to the gym. So again, for anyone who missed it, what the hell? That's what you do on live video. Hell, CNN does this. They repeat themselves. Last night, I saw on Twitter a demonstration that was in DC today at 8 a.m. I work till like 2:30 in the morning. I was working last night. I was like, okay, I'll do that. You know, I'll just skip out on sleep. Not a big deal. I'll sleep like 2 or 3 hours and get into DC in the morning, take the metro. But I was going to have to plan it, so I got to the metro line that I needed to get on. I needed to park out. It was kind of far away. And I was going to have to shower first, find a gym, a location, my gym to shower at. The problem is, the one location that was really convenient for me, it's still flooded because of all the rain we've had. The bathroom's flooded. I could not shower there. Couldn't even use the bathroom. So I called my mom 3 in the morning because it was close to the metro line I wanted to get on. And I said, can I just come over right now, use your bathroom, shower? I'll sleep in my car outside. I did, took a big dump there and showered. Went outside to my car at like 4 in the morning. I have all this energy lately. I couldn't fall asleep easily. Around 6, I woke up. I was like, I am so damn tired. I really want to go to this demonstration. It's really important what it was, the demonstration. Holy shit, it's scary. Look at this car behind me trying to turn. It was for the 7-year-old Guatemalan girl, died in Border Patrol custody. What the fuck is wrong with us? This is acceptable. And then you have people like Jason Chaffetz on TV saying, this should be the message. If you're going to try and cross here, you could die. That's his message. That's 100% of the justification you need to kill any immigrant who tries to come to America. If you don't like that, if you don't like me saying that, you're not my friend. Get off my channel. I don't want you entertained by me. I don't want you to be associated with me. You're not my fan. I don't want any association with you. So it was 8 in the morning, but I was like, well, you know, I'm exhausted. I just fell back to sleep. But, you know, I realized, okay, the plan is I got to get a job where I have more normal hours so I can go to demonstrations like that. It was going to be at a CBP, like CBP, Customs and Border Protection Office in DC, where they were going to have a rally and some religious leaders. And, you know, you could leave flowers, but anyways, so I didn't make that. And, but I was in Arlington today, so I'm like, well, I know there's a good gas station, mechanic shop where I used to like to get my car worked on, so I went there. Fortunately, they say my car will be done by 6. That's really great. I might meet a friend tonight for dinner. That's a scam. All these mattresses here. Look at this mattress shop behind me. People might think I'm filming them. I'm not. Hey, thanks. Thanks for saying that, Agrippa. Appreciate it. No, I didn't go to NTB. Thanks for saying that, Agrippa. Actually, you know, and I signed up to go back to this place, this really cool place to do open mic comedy this week. I still haven't heard anything. And the other thing is, if I go, they want me to bring friends. That's always the bane of every stand-up open mic comedian's existence, is when they say you got to bring friends to the show, because every comedian has to beg their friends to come to their show. Nobody wants to go out and do anything. It's totally understandable. And I've had friends come out and then regretted it because they didn't think I was that funny. I think I have some really good sets ready though this time. Like, I have a more, you know, mature perspective. I have more stories to tell. You know, I can be more inclusive and, you know, positive in my comedy. But I haven't heard anything back yet, and it's not like you can just go sign up now, where it used to be like anybody could just go sign up to a lot of these shows and they would be fucking shit shows, and like comedians would go on drunk and sometimes really get in fist fights with the audience and they'd be heckled, all kinds of horrible stuff. Now it's like they want it done better, so I'm like waiting. Hopefully I hear back. And a lot of these shows I can't get on because I work through the weekend. So another motivating factor to get a job that's on weekdays. I applied to one that would be a video job I'm very qualified for, and I know they've been struggling to find people to work at. 'Cause I've seen them post looking for videographers and editors over the course of months. We'll see if they hire me. It's a very fickle thing. And, you know, it's not personal at all if they don't hire me. I'm very well qualified for it. Be an easy thing. I could potentially make good money at it. I've done lots of videography. Like, for me, it's like just, you know, second nature. But, and that would be, like I said, good money, not a ton of hours, great opportunity. Go somewhere different. It's a little further out west in Northern Virginia. Not terribly far, like 20 or 30 miles. I'll only be filming a few hours a week, supposedly. But yeah, I want to do storytelling stuff, comedy shows. Just a lot of that stuff's on the weekends, and I gotta, you know, finish it, like get a regular. But what did you say, Agrippa? Let's see. You said, let's see. Let me read your comment. A short docu-series on Virginia historical sites could have a humorous and serious approach. Guys, we got to get Moist Andy to do this with me. I need a co-host. I need a a guy to bounce things off of. Huelhauser for, especially for the state of West Virginia. I will not go into West Virginia if I can help it. It makes me so damn uncomfortable. Oh, they didn't rotate tires at NTB? Yeah, I'm not going there. I went to, whatever, some gas station. Yeah, definitely it's true, Saturday and Sunday. And, you know, the good thing is, though, if you get on and you're funny, they'll let you come back and, you know, you won't have to bring friends. They just want to see you, you know, you're serious about it. They don't want some person just to go and try and be offensive and or just not have anything planned out, because some people just do that. They go on there and think they can shock people or be rude or inconsiderate or just go on and not have anything prepared, and it scares people away because they're like, they don't want anything to do with it. If you're not going to be, you know, funny, and if you're not going to be considerate and thoughtful, you know, you can be wild and funny and have, you know, an edge to you, but not be nasty. So that's, you know, and stand-up comedy is an outlet for a lot of people to get out dark thoughts. So they don't, you know, they want people who aren't going to scare away an audience. And so I feel like I have that. But I got to see if I get on. This place was great that I went to in DC. Big, nice audience. So a lot of young people. I'm like, that'd be really cool to do stand-up there. And I'd have my little tripod set up and would perform. But we'll see if I hear back. I emailed them. I emailed like 2 different emails for this place. I don't know. I know some of the comedians there, and I met the host. I asked him about how to sign up afterwards. If I don't hear back, maybe I'll go back in a week or 2 and just let him know, hey, I sent a message, you know, just want to see, you know, if there's any spots open coming up, if I can go perform. Go from there. That's all you got to do. Just keep going, you know, get to know them, get their trust a little bit. How much battery life I got? This phone is so good, 71%. It said, right, yeah, and West Virginia does have progressive people, progressive values. It's fucking scary place. Man, when I've driven through West Virginia before, and for people who don't know, West Virginia is not that far from here. You can drive within an hour and be in West Virginia. Really less than an hour. A lot of West Virginia is just like scary backwoods and like half. I went to a convenience store there. It's like the store was basically not built. And a lot of the building was just, now I'm walking through really my old neighborhood from the shopping center to where I used to live. I'm just gonna walk around the block. The intersection sucks. Guy honking, being rude. This intersection is so shitty because look, and I've emailed the Arlington Department of Environmental Services, whoever, about this about this intersection. It's so bad to get through. I'll show you what's so wrong with it. So this is the intersection of North Harrison Street and what the hell? What's the cross street? It didn't even say. Okay, here's the problem. Traffic going left and right here. There's no stop sign, so they can get through fine. The traffic going across here, they have stop signs. So if you want to turn left, like not only you have to, you see, there's pedestrians coming, you have to wait for traffic on that side, and you have to wait for traffic coming there. Excuse me, God. And traffic coming this way. So it's terrible. There should be like a traffic circle here for people to be able to get through, make the see, like this car's having to go through quickly. Everybody's, you know, not sure if the other person's going to cross without looking or not. If there's pedestrians coming this way, they're trying to turn left. Horrible. But West Virginia, I was driving through there, so a lot of it's scary woodlands. There are houses there. Whoa. That have, like, you know, in the midst of all these trees that say, have signs, no trespassing, we're armed. Just frightening. And a lot of deer, just no S. A lot of deer, and it already creeps me out, all these people walking around there. And it's just like, desolate, and a lot of poverty there, a lot of drugs. And I went to a convenience store there, man. It was awful. It was scary. It feels like, you're in a place that just the country abandoned. And I went to one convenience store. It's like this dad and his daughter working it. The dad had no shirt on. He was really nice. Basically, the store was not even built. It was like a facade of a building, and he just had like a few candy bars and drinks laid out on a table with his register there, and I just needed to stop and like get something to eat. And the other convenience store I went to, it was like there was the grossest foods there, like pickled chicken, and I don't know why anyone would buy some of this stuff. It was so gross. No, I haven't. Yeah, that exactly. That intersection is terrible. Also, I'm trying to get Moist Andy to come out today. I don't know where he is. I texted him. We texted yesterday a little bit, but I'm not far from where he lives. So I'm not saying where he lives. I'm not saying he lives close, like necessarily. I'm just saying he lives in this region, because where I stay a lot of times it's not really close. Tweet at Joseph Shanuel. If you just search Moist Andy on Twitter, you'll find his Twitter profile, because it'll be linked in posts that I make. Tweet at him, say, hey, come out to Angelo's live stream and he can do a Q&A with me. Maybe he'll come out. Maybe there's still time. If he sees enough people want it, because he has to be convinced. Like, he works on his own like time, his own schedule. So he needs to see that the people demand him. Like, oh, it's motivating him. It's a good idea. Because a lot of times I think Moist Andy thinks, well, it's not really worth it to come out because, it wouldn't necessarily do much for him. But he has to see there's a lot of, click like everybody, 18 people here. But go name search Moist Andy on Twitter and tweet at him, Joseph Shanuel. I say search Moist Andy because it'll pull up my tweets that link to his Twitter profile, and because his Twitter profile is a little hard to spell, and I can't think to spell it right now. Joseph Shanuel, and tweet like, hey, go visit Angelo. He's not far. He's in places where we've hung out before, and we can do a Twitter live stream. Hanging out. 21 people here. Click the like button. Again, top of YouTube's recommendations. I'm hanging out. Without a lot to do here. I've spent way too much money. I was charging my phone. Chill Zone is nice, but it's damn expensive. They had these little egg tarts, like egg pastries, literally like this big. $4. I kind of wanted one. I'm like, nope, I'm not spending $4 on that. $4, I could get 2 big loaves of bread at Aldi. More than 2 loaves. But tell Moist Andy, come over. Like we demand Moist Andy on Flying Over Trout. The Adventures of we've talked a little bit about stuff we can do. We just haven't made any plans, and he needs to be motivated to see like, oh wow, the people want him. But yeah, West Virginia creeps me the hell out. Hopefully I can do some show soon. That intersection is terrible. Arlington County should be ashamed that they have an intersection to close to such a busy shopping center and neighborhood that is so treacherous to have to pass through. Like you saw, cars turning in different directions, cars coming through with no stop sign. It should be at least a 4-way intersection, but they should have a traffic circle there. If they don't want to pay to build a concrete, why don't make a cheap traffic circle? Just set down like a big like a balloon and just strap it to like a round balloon, strap it to the ground so people just know to go around it. Yeah, it is a nice neighborhood. That's why I couldn't afford being here. Sounds like some of the stores you find in tiny villages here in Portugal. One store has just coffee and a bunch of cleaning products behind the counter. Makes no sense. I don't know who you are, but this is recommended. Hey, Michael Sarah, appreciate you. Well, to let you know, what I do, I film a lot of videos with my mom, Angelo's mom. She's been on Tim and Eric. We've had videos go on TV like Jimmy Kimmel Live and The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. And I've been on the Steve Harvey Show, and we make a lot of funny videos together. And right now I've been homeless for the last 7 weeks, and I'm out here arguing against criminalizing poverty, against exploitation of the poor, against institutional white supremacy, and just regular white supremacy. And I'm waiting to get my oil changed today. So that's why I'm hanging out in my old neighborhood right now. But I've been living in my car for the last 6 weeks, almost going on 7. I moved into my car October 31st. So December 21st will be 7 weeks in my car. If the reason that city council made it that way was save money, they'd be paying double that in lawsuits in the near future. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised by that. We could do so much more to, like, think about. We have, like, smart refrigerators. It's getting a little cold. Smart microwaves, smart appliances. We have stuff that designed to be ergonomic, designed to get people to feel comfortable in, like, you know, designed to get their eyes moving from one spot to another, so that, like retail stores, they design it so you have the optimal shopping experience, meaning you buy more. So, you know, it's like designed so you have to walk through this side past the register so the people working there can try and sell you stuff. But we don't have that for streets. Streets, it seems like the attitude is fuck it. Just get on the street, cram as many cars on there as possible. If you can't get around, too bad. Like, just find your way around. Just figure it out. Somebody's recycling bin got tipped over. Click the like button, people. It'll help me out. LED. The good thing is you don't have to pay any bills or rent. That's all I'm doing is paying bills. I'm not paying rent. But even being homeless is expensive. Wish I could just... Sometimes, you know, it'd be nice to just have a place to actually stay. But like today, I had to eat something. Had to charge my phone while I'm waiting for my car to get the oil change, tire rotation. And I'm having to... So I went to a place and spent like $13 for a tiny little bit of food and drink. Got a headache from the caffeine. Went down the street, got a $4 tuna sandwich, which was not a bad price. Well, even that was too much. Now, I'm probably going to be waiting another... What time is it now? 4:55? I could be waiting another hour, because they said by 6 o'clock that it would be ready, which is fine. I don't mind. I might see a friend for dinner tonight, and I might, let's see, I might drive all the way out, go far out, because the gym I like going to got flooded from all the rain we had. Well, that's one of the gyms I like going to. There's another one real nice. Anyways, what am I doing? Rambling on. I should shower again today. I showered at like 3 in the... It doesn't matter if I take a 1-hour nap. If I shower and I sleep, I got to get up and shower again. So I feel like I got to shower again. Oh, this is annoying. Expensive. It should be easier to be homeless. But hey, as far as being homeless goes, like, I'm in the top 1%. Like, I do have it easy as far as being homeless. Getting my car worked on. Thanks to my credit card. Wasn't for that, wouldn't have anything to do it. Hopefully I hear back from this video job. That'd be cool to do. See, that's the other thing. Even living in a place, being tied down to it, it discouraged me from applying to jobs, because it's like, well, I'm tied down to this one place where I'm going to have to drive so far, and I come home and I'm not even going to notice any difference as far as the money goes, because I'm going to be paying rent every month. And so it's like, what's the point of working all this extra time just to barely pay my bills? Now, at least, it's going to make a significant dent if I get this video job. It would just be a couple hours a week. Simple work, doesn't require a ton of a lot of these jobs, they want you to be able to do everything, like 3D computer modeling, special effects. They want you to be able to shoot, work with clients. If you're making informational videos, fact check, do research, code websites. They want you to do everything. Here's Old Street I used to hang out on at the time, Lee Highway. Not hang out on, really. Wouldn't do much here. And this job for the videos, we'll see, like, you know, a lot of these places don't even respond to me. Like, also they want like very advanced cameras. Like this job posting, they said they want 4K definition for your camera, like 4K resolution, but they're making YouTube videos. I said, and by the way, well, okay, so there's a couple problems with that. One, that is a very expensive camera, more than likely you'll be shooting on, although you can get phones that shoot on 4K, but they're probably not looking for that. The problem with that, and they don't shoot the type of videos that would benefit from 4K at all. 4K is good for things like if you're shooting a documentary, say you want to shoot with one camera and you have an interview between two people, or just a camera set on one person, you can have a 4K camera, and because there's so much detail in the picture, if you want a close-up of that person, you can just crop the 4K image and make it a close-up without having to have a second camera there. Or if you want like a big, you know, wide shot of something and then the crop in, again, same thing. This YouTube channel, they don't need 4K. It's overkill because they're not doing special effects. Special effects are useful for 4K too, but like in movies. Or if you're shooting a movie, you want the picture on a big screen to hold a lot of detail, then you want to shoot 4K. Although even then you don't need to. A lot of movies have been shot in 2K or shot in 4K, projected at 2K. So that's not necessary. And the thing is, on YouTube, most people aren't going to notice it. Most people don't have 4K monitors. If they do, they don't need it for relatively very simple type of videos that this company does. And most people on YouTube seem to be watching on their phones and tablets, which do not have a 4K image, and even if they do, you're not going to be able to take advantage of it much because the screen's small. So it doesn't make a difference. So I said, I don't shoot in 4K, but it's kind of overkill for what you need, because most people are, you know, watching on their phones. You're going to lose your eye doesn't really capture all that detail. And it depends how it's shot too and everything. People can tell more difference in light than in resolution and color. So we'll see. Maybe I'll get the job. If I do, it'll be a nice little benefit, a little perk for me. A couple hours a week. Too much showering? I know, I gotta shower a lot. Axonis, Bill. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Tweet Moist Andy. Tell him. I'll wait for this car behind me to turn. Tell him to come meet me here, because I'm in my old neighborhood where we used to shoot videos. I texted him. Didn't hear anything from him today. I texted him yesterday. I heard back from him, but not today. Still got a little bit of a headache from that tea. How's my battery doing? 52%. Man, this phone dies so quick. If they want 4K, they got to have. If they want 4K, and you're right, it's used to they got to have it. Well, like I said, up to them. My Annandale video wasn't even. A lot of it was like not even full high definition, and it got 1.4 million views. Not that it wouldn't necessarily have benefited from that. It had its own quality just because of the nature of the crappy camera I shot like half the video on. And even the one about my house, I shot some of that on my phone. Now, I'm not like, it's just, you know, people have different priorities. Me, obviously, I have in mind, I'm prioritizing speed over a high quality image. Spending lots of money on imaging equipment, hard drive space. And this company, they've been advertising for a while, looking for videographers and editors. So that tells me they've been having trouble finding people. So either they're not looking for the right people, they're not finding the right people, or they don't necessarily know what they should be looking for in a videographer. So hopefully I can steer them straight. Maybe they don't pay enough, and a lot of videographers, you know, they charge a lot of money. And rightfully so. It's a skill. You don't want a videographer who's going to be sloppy with the camera, who's going to be late, or who's not going to edit stuff well. You know, any little defect in the video or audio is going to be very bothersome to a client and to the audience. And just because of someone's lack of experience or unprofessionalism. Anyways, we'll see. See, just this area too congested, too much traffic, not enough. I don't even like walking through here because you see like this driveway up here, cars coming out there, cars turning right here, and cars coming from that direction in here. And this spot is where I filmed with Moist Andy. You can look up his video about being hit by cars. We were walking down this street here. So the adventures of Moist Andy took place right here. See another car turning. Subaru turning. Subaru makes a great car, but you know what? I found out they advertise on Tucker Carlson's show. And Tucker Carlson is a white supremacist spreading white supremacy on a show, talking about racist lies about immigrants like they're not even human. I don't even need to repeat the points he makes. I don't want to give them any more attention than they deserve. I will just say they are racist, and Subaru advertises on his show. Thankfully, Pacific Life just dropped their sponsorship after pressure to disassociate themselves with Tucker Carlson, because the other day he was saying that, basically talking about immigrants like they're like they're not human. Subaru, I forget which other companies, so I don't want to name ones that, you know, get them wrong. But yeah, very disappointing. How badly do you need to advertise? Like, you think you don't live in the real world, and that this has consequences? It's not just an entertainment show. It's not like the difference between advertising on Jeopardy or Wheel of Fortune. Like, well, we just, you know, got to figure out which one has the highest ratings, and no big deal. No, there's real stakes involved. This is so unpleasant to walk around. I hate walking around here. Let's check out the moon behind me. See it? Right. I hate this. So many cars. Where's a good place to just sit? Okay, I'm going to try and cross here a little bit. You know what? I'll do this. There we go. Got the lights flashing. That's at least a nice feature they've added here. Get people to have to stop when you press that crosswalk button. I'm telling you, tweet Moist Andy. Joseph Shanuel on Twitter. Search Moist Andy on Twitter. You'll find his profile. And then tweet at him, say, Angelo's in your city. I'm in Arlington. Come on, like, you know, talk to him and we can do a live stream together. Boy, life is challenging. All kinds of, And I don't even like saying anything about this in a way because I don't want it to be like making it seem glamorizing or anything like that. A horrible, horrible person, a neo-Nazi. So get ready for this. You probably, a lot of you know. If you don't, I used to live in Annandale. Hated every minute of it. Didn't hate the people there necessarily. I hated my landlord and several of my roommates over the years. But I even really hated all my roommates. But here, finally, there's no place to like sit down around here really. But good. Looks like they're whatever. A guy in Annandale. Again, I don't want to like. I don't even like giving attention to this. It's like anything I say. It's like because it's on video. It's like too nice. But he left anti-Semitic and Nazi messaging around Annandale. He lived in Annandale, not far from where I used to live. He vandalized a church, a Jewish community center, spray painted graffiti with Nazi images, left around. Now, see, I don't like even saying it because it's like, why am I repeating his actions for him? But anyways, fortunately, he got sentenced to 2 years in prison for it, and he's totally 20-year-old, young white man, 20 years old, and he's totally unremorseful. Says he has no regrets about it. So that's the kind of hate that's around here. Virginia is infested with it. It's filled with it. Being homeless, it makes it stand out even more starkly how much people like that exist. Not just like him. He's like, capital W, white supremacist, like a, card-carrying member. It's the people who carry around this entitlement, this white grievance, Confederacy, reverence for the Confederacy, for slave owners, for institutional white supremacy, for corporatism that keeps people poor, exploits people, especially black and brown people and immigrants, and shows totally disregard for their lives. And these people have the expectation and demand that if you're black or brown or whatever, you shouldn't have they shouldn't have to hear from you or see you, or especially to hear you ever mention the fact that you demand human rights, you demand them for others. They don't even want to know about it. They don't like to hear about it. I see people sometimes out with Confederate flag shirts. I think my car might be ready. See them out with. I see some of them out just abusing service workers and no conscience about it, especially like poor, black and brown service workers, and then just go right to enjoy, like, no conscience. And these people got to be unhappy to do this. Anyways, it's just what's around here. It's pathetic. It's the education. Do I feel better today? Yeah, I feel all right. It's just a matter of just keep pushing forward. Just keep moving. I was feeling kind of down, like, what the hell am I going to do today? I'm kind of far from the place I wanted to be. I don't want to be stuck in the library again. I want to be able to do stuff, but I am short on money again, like usual. It's new there. I did apply for one job. I sent out an email for a video job. I'm waiting to hear back. Hopefully I get on this comedy set list, open my comedy. If I don't, I'll just go back, meet the host again, because I met him the other week, asked how do I get on, and he said email him, so I emailed, and still haven't heard back. If I don't, like I said, I'll just go back, try to mention it to him again, and I still have some time to hear back from him, and hopefully get on. I have a few sets, organized in my head, and I'll try and film them, and hopefully I perform them the way I need to perform them well, because I want to get out and do stuff, meet people. That's a hard thing. It's just not having a normal routine when you're homeless. But also, it was worse living at home. Really, I can say it because I was tied to this home that I could barely afford. And it was like, anytime I thought about going out or anything, it's like, what's the point? Everything I need to do, I need to get done here because I need to make money. I need to edit my videos. I need to research stuff for videos, think of new video ideas, send out my videos on Twitter and Facebook. I was like, what's the point of even trying to, you know, go out and do stuff. It's just going to cost money. I could go out and try and get extra jobs or video work, but it's like, what's the point? It's not going to make any difference for me really financially, because I'm not going to notice the difference. I'm still going to be broke and tied to this house, and I can be in that cycle forever. So I'm glad I went homeless. I chose to become I was forced. What do I say? I always forget this. I chose to by force. Look at how bad this intersection is. Just having to turn left here, and look at this parking lot, how badly faded the spots are, how clear at all where you're supposed to park. Like, and it's difficult to get through here. People drive too quickly. Anyways, they should really, you know, redesign this place to make it more user-friendly. There's a sunset over there. But yeah, I chose to by force, or I was forced to by choice, or whatever the hell I want to say, to become homeless, because I knew I wasn't able to afford it. It was costing me more every month than I had, and that's why my credit cards are now basically maxed out. Well, they've been maxed out several times. Pretty sure my car is done, because I just saw a technician park it. So maybe I'll film for a few more minutes. I haven't heard from Moist Andy, my friend. Oh, and I forgot. If anyone's not aware, I opened a P.O. box. So a lot of people asked me to start a P.O. box. People have asked me over the years, where can they mail stuff to me and my mom? Now it's not saying how many people are watching. What the hell is with YouTube? Flip the image around. Maybe that affected it. Ooh, my hand is getting ice cold. You know what's weird? I woke up today in my car and I'm feeling something with my right hand behind my head. I'm like, it feels like fingers. I'm like, holy shit, what is this? Is there like a severed hand behind me? My left arm fell totally asleep. It was totally numb. And I'm like, what is that? Like, these feel like fingers behind me. And I moved my left arm. I'm like, holy crap, my arm was asleep. Like, I hope this doesn't damage me. Well, I'm fine now, but that was a little scary. It's like winged seats on the end, so it's easy to kind of cut off circulation to my arm. What was I talking about? I don't even remember. Going about something. Oh, my right hand is cold now. 17 people. Cool. Thanks for watching. Yeah, it's a bit worrying. That's right. I'll wipe my nose. Oh yeah, the P.O. box. It's in the description. People have asked me over the years too where they can mail stuff to my mom, to me. So I have the P.O. box. In the description, you can mail me something. I don't want anything for Christmas. I don't care. Like, I don't need anything. What I want, just, you know, I want to work. I want to, you know, make money, and I want to do something. You know, I want to make, like, work and do something that's also empowering to others. Give entertainment to others and get a message out about, you know, treating people well, treating immigrants well, disenfranchised, marginalized, and, you know, connect with people better. Help immigrant communities, you know, all kinds of stuff. You know, support organizations that help, you know, black communities, poor communities, all kinds of stuff. LGBTQ. I don't care. I don't need anything. I just need to work. What I want is to see a change in how we address affordable housing around here. Okay, the other thing I want to order my own shirts, like the Angelo's Mom t-shirts. I should wear that and be out promoting my YouTube channel. And I keep forgetting to do that and putting that off because they are kind of expensive, but I'll order from my Zazzle store, which is in the description below. I can order t-shirts that I've made with my mom on it, my dad, and I think I have one with me on there too. But I'll order an Angelo's Mom's t-shirt at some point and just wear it out to help promote my YouTube channel. And yeah, but I want to see like a difference in like how, you know, we have better developed neighborhoods and cities and better traffic patterns and public transportation, accommodations for the homeless, stop criminalizing poverty, stop criminalizing people sleeping in their cars and sleeping in tent cities and encampments. Cities are trying to evict homeless people from like camps. it's pathetic. It's ridiculous. If you don't like homeless people being around, stop making homeless people. Figure out how to get people into homes. You all can do it. You have a voice. You have money. You have access to money. You have access to the law. You're certainly in much more of a position to do it than every individual homeless person, because once you're homeless, it's a lot harder to get stuff done. Once you're without an address, it's a lot harder to get a job. And get more affordable housing, apartments, maybe prefabricated housing. Who knows? Let's get creative about it. You know, on a movie set, it would be unacceptable to just say, well, it's too expensive to do something, so we just can't do it. Or we don't have enough time, or the sun's going down. It's like, what the hell? That's never accepted. On a movie set, you figure it out. If you can't do it the long, expensive way, do it the cheap, creative way. You know, if you don't have time to do something, if sun's going down, if you're running out of money, you figure out a creative way to work around it. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not just saying throw money, like just keep everything expensive as it is and just throw more money at it. So we can do a lot of things that are creative to help the homeless. Let's actually think creatively. Oh, but certain people don't want that, because that's going to mean empowering people that they know that they exploit in order to stay rich themselves. So they're not going to be able to do things like lobby directly with Congress in order to keep from paying workers well, keep from providing affordable housing, in order to give more access to affordable housing and take some power from big corporations that own a lot of apartment complexes that don't have to fix your apartment well, and they can charge more in rent every year, 8% more, because they know there's always another person who's going to want your apartment even if you can't afford it. And people who are like apartment complexes are going to sue you for eviction over something tiny, over weed, over not walking your dog with a leash, over $20 unpaid rent. They can do, like, they have so much power over you. And it's amazing the extent to which we even have protections and rights that people had to fight for and die for. Anyways, I went into a long rant there. What do I want for Christmas? Excuse me. So I'm waiting for my oil to get changed. Actually, I think it's changed. I saw my car get pulled up by mechanics, so I'm just kind of hanging out a little bit while I got people here. See, this creeps me out. Cars turn around me. There's no real design, like rhyme or reason to this parking lot behind me. It just, you kind of like, fuck it. You just get your car anywhere you can. And I'm just standing next to this thing, so I'm like visible, and people like don't think to try and crash into me. Still got a little bit of a headache from I spent too much money today, and trying to make entertaining content, and just trying to stay busy. You know, I got to keep a regular routine going. When you're homeless, that's really important. Have contact with people. I may see a friend for dinner tonight. We'll see. We'll see if he sticks to his plans. Kind of think I should go shower again, brush my teeth, because I did it last night at 3 a.m. But it doesn't matter if I sleep or nap for like 2 hours after I showered. If I'm sleeping, when I get up, I gotta brush my teeth again. I gotta shower. It's got to. It's so weird. And I got to get a more normal job. For anyone who missed me saying it, I want to get more regular hours, like regular schedule. Like daytime schedule, because I'm working nights and I'm missing out on stuff at nights and during the day because I'm not able to go. Like today, I wanted to go to this demonstration at the Customs and Border Protection office in DC, and I, like, after 2 hours of sleep, I had a decision, like, either get up and go or just, you know, finish sleeping. I'm like, I'm so tired, I'm just gonna go to sleep. And I didn't like doing that. I'm just lazy. Terrible. Cars always coming so close to me here. Creeps me out. Nowhere to sit. What's going on with everybody? Where's everybody from? By the way, this is a spot where I filmed with Moist Andy. 29% on my phone. I'm going to get going in a minute. Hope you like this cinema verite street filmmaking. North of Toronto, Canada. I think I remember you saying that, Laura. North Carolina. Shout out to North Carolina, and Canada. I'm in Arlington, Virginia right now, my old neighborhood. Last place I used to live. I said Arlington here, and I saw like Arlington. Where am I going to go next? Traffic is so bad right now. It's 5:23. And if I try and go to the gym I want to go to, it's going to take me a little while because I know traffic's going to be backed up. So, and then, well, I don't have much of a choice. Just, it's one good thing I've learned about, you know, being homeless is like, there's not really a point in lying in my car an extra hour in the mornings, even though I do it a lot of times, before I get up and go. It's like, I'm not going to get that much more rest. I'm better off just getting uncomfortable, getting out of my sleeping bag, which sometimes I wake up and I forget I'm sleeping in I feel like I'm in a bed. It's so comfortable. You know, I realize I'm better off just getting up, doing what I need to do, getting something done. I'm going to feel better. I'm not going to, it's not going to be a big deal, you know, being a little tired. It's not a big problem. I might meet some people, might do some interesting things. Maybe I should get a shirt just saying like, hey, I'm homeless. Just saying that to people. I got to do something, you know, like just to meet people, talk to them. The Angelo's mom shirt I should get. Now look at this. Asshole honking just because a person stopped to turn into the gas station. They can turn. There's no reason to honk at them. You don't like it? You're the one on the street taking up space. Get off the street if you don't like people using the street. Oh, I'm white. Gotta get through. I demand that white Aryan treatment. This is my land. I'm the settler here. Entitlement culture. You know how terrible this is. How much better could this be designed than just a driveway jutting out onto the street of a 4-lane street with a intersection right there, another driveway right there, cars turning from every direction, pedestrians coming through. It's horrible. It stresses me out just to walk here. That's not good. Irresistibly cute if you have road rage. I've learned to just try and let that shit go because, especially in my car, there's no point in trying to defeat anyone in like a road rage incident because if my car gets wrecked, first of all, my insurance probably is just going to total the car and I'll be end up paying a $500 deductible and I'm going to be dead broke and I might get hurt and it's just not worth it. Let's see if I can just sit down. Okay. Now see, look at this. This car, this is a jerk move. This Chrysler won't even pull up to like the another gas station pump. So he's making the Camaro behind him or her just wait by the entrance at the street. People aren't considerate. It's like, no, I want the best, you know, the quickest access to the pump. Get over yourself. Stop driving so much if you don't like it. Me, I figured, well, I'm already driving, got to put up with it. Hey, this is a good angle, I think. I like the bars behind me, the juxtaposition. Life on the street. 24% my battery. I still barely ate today. Feeling a little weak. I got a lot of groceries in my car. I bought some food from Aldi yesterday, but spending a ton of money, man. Spent an assload of money. Oh, but right, I have a P.O. box. I'll mention this before I go. P.O. Box 3394, 235 North Glebe Road, Arlington, Virginia 22203. If you want to send me either gift cards for food, that'd be great. Aldi has gift cards, so if you want to send for Aldi, that'll go a lot further than like Safeway, Giant, Harris Teeter. I don't know what other grocery stores there are. Trader Joe's is a good one too, and they have good ingredients. Whole Foods, I don't even want to support them. Like they got so much of that, you know, junk science supplements and everything. You can send those. Gas cards are good. Any kind of like discount for you know, mechanic work too, although I don't think I really need any soon, hopefully, because now I'm getting my oil changed. But you can send letters, greeting cards, me or my mom, And you can send food if you want a hair care package, but not homemade food. I'm not going to eat it. I don't trust it. Send food you order from a licensed business online, like an online grocery store, and have it sent directly from them. So don't send cash. Appreciate it, but you can donate online to me. Look in the description if you want to donate. Don't send homemade food, and nothing illegal. Nothing harmful, you know, anything like that. All right, well, 21% battery. My car looks like it's ready. We're going to get going. Thanks for watching, everybody.